Hi kids! Today I'm going to read you a story called Lines That Wiggle, and then we're going to use lines to draw an insect. Lines That Wiggle by Candace Whitman, illustrations by Steve Wilson. Hey, they worked together. They used collaboration. Collaboration is working together. Look at that line. Lines That Wiggle by Candace Whitman, illustrated by Steve Wilson. That's the title page. Lines that wiggle, lines that bend, wavy lines from end to end, lines that tickle, lines that sprout. Bugs have lines that stick right out. Lines to trap. Lines to find. Two lines running side by side. Lines that curve. Lines that curl. Underwater lines that swirl. Lines that crisscross. Lines that mend. To mend something is to fix it. Lines with doggies at the end. Hey, look, there's a dog. Lines that scurry. Lines in threes. Lines in leaves that grow on trees. Lines that twist. Lines that sway. Lines that swish the flies away. Ziggy lines light up the sky. Rainbow lines are way up high. Lines are everywhere you look. Find some lines not in this book. Okay, so now let's take all kinds of lines and let's draw an insect. Okay, let's start out with a warm-up. We're going to do horizontal lines across the paper. Okay, starting at the top, we're going to make vertical lines down. Trying to make them straight. Trying to control my marker. All right, now some diagonal lines. I'm going to go from the top corner to the opposite bottom corner, diagonal, top and across. And where the two lines meet at the intersection, some curved lines, a swirl. Remember, a swirl is not a scribble. Around and around. All right, warm up is done. An insect is a special kind of a bug. And to be an insect, you need 3 body parts: a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. You need 6 legs and 2 antennae. And we're going to draw an insect. Start with the head. A circle. Don't make it too big because you need a thorax and an abdomen too. I'm going to make the thorax an oval shape. Look at that. Right there. Oh my gosh. It's an insect that came to join us. That's so great. Okay, and then we're going to put the abdomen, and I'm going to make that an oval as well. Now, an insect has 6 legs, and the legs are not attached to its head, and they are not attached to its abdomen. They come from the thorax. So I'm going to make some wiggly lines for the legs, and there are going to be 3 legs on this side and 3 legs on this side. What is 3 plus 3? 6. 1, 2, 3 on this side. So I have to do an equal number on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Now my insect has a head, a thorax, an abdomen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. They also have 2 antennae. Antennae come out of their heads, and they are they're feelers. They're kind of feelers. They feel around. And I'm going to make my insect have curved lines for feelers, so they're for antennae. So a curved line on this side of the head, and a curved line on this side of the head. And just to make them fancy, I'm going to put a circle on each end and maybe fill that in. Okay, insects have big eyes. Big eyes, look at that. That is a very big eye. All right, and insects also have a mouth that's called a mandible. And instead of opening and closing this way, like your mouth does, it's sideways like this. So we're going to make diagonal, diagonal, and then a diagonal, diagonal for the mouth. All right, here we have an insect. Now, I'm going to turn this insect. Insects have these parts, and sometimes they have wings, so I'm going to put wings on this insect. You know, a butterfly is an insect, a bee is an insect, a fly is an insect. Not all insects have wings, but some insects do. All right, so I'm going to put in, just like the legs, the wings are attached to the thorax, not the abdomen and not the head. So I'm going to make a wing that goes out and back, and a wing that goes out and back here, and a wing that goes out and back right up there, and a wing that goes out and back there. This insect has 1, 2, 3, 4 wings. And just to be fancy, I'm going to give it some stripes across the body. And then you can color it in. I'm going to give him some blue eyes. And maybe I'll make a pattern in the middle. I'll go white, green, red, white, green, red. So you can do whatever you like to decorate your insect using all kinds of lines. Have fun!